Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and others. I am the Champion Marks, and welcome to another XY Wi-Fi battle. Today, I have a battle for you against my good buddy on YouTube, Real Raymon. He's pretty much Gary Oak to my Ash Ketchum. We battle each other a lot, always trying to one-up each other, and just like, this was the first game that we had in 6th Gen, and I gotta tell you, fucking awesome game. But anyway, team preview stuff. Uh, Biggest threats I can see on his team is probably his Charizard, because it can Mega Evolve in two different ways, and I don't really know which way it will. And depending on which one it does, I'm gonna have to handle it differently. Although it's somewhat less of a problem considering, 4 times weakness to Stealth Rocks and stuff, which I'm going to need to get up really fast because of that Charizard. As well, he has Galvantula, which is weak against it. But Galvantula, as well as Greninja, are not going to be very big threats, as I do have Sylveon, which can take them on for days. Diggersby is going to be slightly more of a problem, however, my team is fraught with priority users, so it will not be that big of a problem. Sadly, I cannot one-shot it with my Azumarill, as I had yet to achieve Choice Band at the time of having this match. Uh, Pretty much everything else is not really that bad. Azumarill really is going to be the biggest problem because I don't have anything that's really able to effectively handle it. I mean, I have Scizor, which can take a hit and hit it with Bullet Punch and stuff. As well, Hydreigon can take Aqua Jets for days, but it can't really hit Azumarill back since its entire moveset is resisted by it. Though, and as well, Gengar isn't really going to be that big a threat, because Scizor does happen to be my only Pokemon which is Mega Evolve, and Normal's Gengar can pretty much die to any Bullet Punch from Mega Scizor, and even, like, Mega Gengar would take 80% clean with no Sword Dance boosts. But, anyway, that's all for the team preview now. Let's get into the actual battle. So, to start off the match, my buddy Rayman is going to be leading off with his Greninja, as I'm going to be leading off with my Steelix, as I said earlier, Stealth Rocks is going to be a massive priority because of his Charizard. Him leading off with Greninja isn't really the best thing, since his Greninja is going to be able to bring me down to Sturdy with the Surf, and as well he's going to turn into a Water type with Protein, but that really doesn't matter. I'm just going to get up my Stealth Rocks as I live with the Sturdy. I decided to leave Steelix in, though I could have switched to Sylveon, simply because Stealth Rock was a huge priority, and really Steelix wasn't going to be effectively taking on any of his other Pokemon, since they're all either special attackers or can hit it super effectively. So yeah, not really going to be that useful, so I just decided to leave it in on the next turn, and have Greninja kill it with the Dark Pulse. And now that I have let Steelix die, I'm going to switch into my Sylveon, as Sylveon does counter Greninja pretty well, since Greninja cannot boost its special attack, and has no form of hitting Sylveon super effectively. Now he's going to switch into his Gengar to take the predicted Moonblast, which was pretty safe on his part, since Gengar is pretty good wall to Sylveon, actually, even though it doesn't appreciate the Moonblast. It can take them, and Toxic isn't going to affect Gengar, so it is a pretty good switch. As now, the Sludge Bomb is so obvious. I'm just going to switch into my Scizor, as he decides to go for Dazzling Gleam. I was thinking about why he would do that, but then thinking about it, he was probably predicting my Diggersby, since Diggersby is immune to Shadow Ball and resistant to Sludge Bomb. But don't really want Diggersby taking hits. Anyway, Scizor is now going to Mega Evolve, going to go for that Bullet Punch, and since Gengar is at, well, isn't at full anyway, it's not going to be able to take the Bullet Punch, even though I only think Mega Gengar can really take a stock Bullet Punch off Mega Scizor from full, but anyway, not important. Mega Gengar dies, out comes Azumarill. I get a crit on Azumarill, which kinda mattered, because now I can 2-hit KO it, or at least I think I can 2-hit KO it. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, point is, if I didn't get that crit, I probably would have had to take 2 Waterfalls instead of just 1. And I get a second crit, so I'm not even sure if I would have been able to take it out if I, like, without the second crit. So, yeah, kind of hacking his Azumarill to death there, but whatever, embrace the hacks. Out comes his Charizard, and is going to Mega Evolve into Charizard X, which is good and bad, sort of, because, well, really, I don't know what to think of the Charizard X. All I know is it's going to be able to set up Dragon Dances on me, but I go for Bullet Punch, expecting to die to a fire move, but he goes for Roost. That kind of caught me off guard, because at the time of having this battle, I didn't know that Roost was TM again, so didn't really expect Charizard to be carrying Roost, but anyway, I just go for another Bullet Punch as he decides to go for a Dragon Dance, and now that I see him setting up, I'm thinking, okay, that means I have a chance to get in some extra damage. So now I decide to go for a Thief to be able to do some more damage to him, since Thief is more powerful than Bullet Punch, since Charizard is resistant to it. And it's going to put him at a pretty low amount of HP to where I think he's going to go for another Roost, fearing being knocked out by a Bullet Punch. So I'm going to go for an SD in his face and get, you know, the +2 so I can hurt him with another Bullet Punch before he decides to take me out. And I am going for the Bullet Punch, and now that I have +2, he realizes that he can't really set up anymore on me. So he's just going to go for the Flare Blitz. He's going to be able to take out Mega Scizor easily, since he does have +2. It's double super effective and shit. There's no way I'm living it. However, with the +2 Bullet Punch and the recoil from Flare Blitz, I'm easily going to be able to go into my Diggersby and be able to knock him out with the Life Orb Quick Attack, which is good because freaking +2 Charizard X is scary as hell. But yeah, that gets rid of his Mega Pokemon, so yeah, we both got our Megas down, which is good to know. And now he's going to go into his Galvantula. I'm expecting him to either A, go for an Energy Ball to kill me, or set up a Sticky Web. Either of which will allow me to switch into Sylveon safely, as Sylveon can take on Galvantula pretty damn well, since Galvantula can't really do anything to Sylveon. He decides to go for Bug Buzz, which is resisted, so it's going to do even less than Energy Ball, and now I pretty much have free range to spam off Moonblasts, because his only Pokemon left are Diggersby, Greninja, and this Galvantula, which none of them are going to appreciate taking a Moonblast. As now he sets up the Sticky Web, which really, my team gives no shits about Sticky Web, because everything on this team is either slow to start with, a priority user, or Hydreigon, which has Levitate. So yeah. And go for the Moonblast, leaves Galvantula in the red. Galvantula's going to go for the Thunder, which, even though it's... Thunder got reduced to 110 base power, I think, this generation, so it's not going to hurt as much as it would have in older gen. But anyway, Sylveon takes it incredibly well, since you know that massive special bulk, and I'm going to be able to KO Galvantula with the Moonblast. As now, in is going to come his Diggersby. I do not want my Sylveon dying, since it is my absolute counter to his Greninja, and really, sadly, I do not trust my Hydreigon to be able to kill the thing. To kill his Greninja. And I decide that Hydreigon is going to be the best thing to death fodder, because I thought that having a Azumarill and Diggersby for priority would be better than having my Scarfer. I don't really know if that was the ideal play, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. I'm going to go into my Azumarill now, go for the Aqua Jet, and like I said in the beginning of the match, I had not acquired Choice Band yet, so sadly my Aqua Jet will not kill, as he gets a crit return on me, which is easily gonna demolish my Azumarill because of huge power. But thankfully, I do have him in a range where I am going to be able to kill his Diggersby with my own Diggersby's Quick Attack. And my Diggersby is actually Jolly, while his is Adamant, so if he had the Quick Attack, it's a good thing that I'm Jolly, because I outrun him and be able to kill him with mine. But anyway, that leaves a score at 2-1 with nothing left but his Greninja. I'm expecting him to go for Surf, so I decide to go for the Quick Attack to get as much damage in as I can, but it turns out that he's actually carrying the random Water Shuriken on a special Greninja. And he told me that it was specifically to be able to kill Diggersby, so, yeah, I guess that worked out for him, sort of. But he only gets 3 hits instead of 4 or 5, so he is not able to kill my Diggersby. However, because my Diggersby is life-orbed, it is going to kill itself after using the quick attack and putting his Greninja in the low red, to where he will only be able to go for 1 more attack and die to his life orb. So it's pretty much game over, because unless he like mega crits my Sylveon with Surf, there's no way he's going to be able to take me out. But instead, he actually decides to go for Water Shuriken, which was probably the good play to make, since if he had gotten like, I don't know, 5 hits and maybe 2, if not 3 crits, there maybe have been a possibility of him taking me out, but sadly he does not, and his Greninja goes down to the Life Orb, so that leaves it as a 1-0 for me. GG, Rayman. God, I love battling this guy. He's really good. He just recovered his channel from, I really don't know what, but he is posting battles again. At least I think he will be soon. I don't know. Point is, you should go check him out because Real Raymon is fucking awesome. And, yeah, that's pretty much all for now. So, I guess, comment, rate, sub, and I'll see all you guys later.